evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Illini Central. Getting a late start. We're just getting ready for the national anthem. So we'll set the stage. I'm Tony Worley. With me tonight is Morgan Peterson.
Hello.
We're going to bring the game to you this evening. We'll get into it. We're getting, like I said, a little bit of a late start. I'll explain when we get going. But we're glad to have you with us for this regional quarterfinal game between our Illini Central Cougars and the South Fulton Rebels. If you're new to our broadcast, we're going to cut away here for the national anthem. We'll come back, and then we'll be ready for some end of February basketball here from the Cougar Den. Okay, so we are back, and like I said, we are getting a little bit of a late start here. Multiple reasons, Morgan. I told Morgan I just have too many people to talk to. There's too many people that want to visit with Coach Worley. So we will set the starting lineups here, and then we'll get into a bunch of the other things that we normally do. So let's go here. Let's see, South Fulton, Avery Fawcett is number 20, is Caden Fogelsong. See, the first few I didn't catch. I think it's Jonah Shaw is number 1, and number 4 is Hunter Adkins, and number 5 is Gabe Nix. Those are the starting 5 for the South Fulton Rebels. Morgan, who we got starting tonight?
Oh, I can't see. We got Dom Blair, number 11, Ryder Claypool, number 22, Brody Folks, number 2, Drew and Evans, number 4, and David Bard, number 5.
Okay, so we've shook up our starting lineup many times. Here's my keys to the game real quick, Morgan. We got to defend the paint. Caden Fogelsong is a great post player. We got to focus on the now. Yes, we beat them when we played earlier in the year. That means absolutely nothing tonight. It's the end of the season. It doesn't matter what happened earlier. So focus on the now. And number 3, we got to survive in advance. That's what happens this time of year. You've got to go into the game, and you've got to do whatever you can to get to play Wednesday night. That's the goal. It doesn't matter what high school sport it is. That's what you want to do. So frantically got that ready. Now let's see if we can pull this off, Morgan. Here we go. Drew and Evans will jump against Caden Fogelsong.
Yep, Cougars get the ball off the tip. Now Dom's going to bring the ball down the court.
South Fulton starts in man-to-man. They don't look like they're doing anything completely. David Bard for 3.
Early 3.
Like to start like that. And Illini Central goes up 3-0.
No boom?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. I was actually on top of it, yes.
I was expecting a late boomer.
Yeah, well, I usually I'm late on the bang. I'm late
Oh,
on the
okay.
bang
Okay.
sometimes. So I'm not sure. I was looking to see, like I said, what South Fulton is in defensively. Sometimes teams play box and 1 or triangle and 2 against us, guarding Brody and David. But that's not what South Fulton's doing. They are a little bit face guarding David, not completely face guarding him. There's a 3 by Brody Folks.
6-point early lead here for the Cougars. It's like we're running man 2 in defense.
Yep.
Vogel song drove, but it becomes Cougar ball off of some contact. David passes to Brody, thought about it. Back to David at the top.
Illini Central being patient. We've gone through, I can't remember how many we've lost in a row. And I say that because we ended the season with just a brutal stretch in the Sangamo.
Brody for 3, but just bounces out. Druin gets the offensive rebound, passes it to David.
David back to Brody. He'll shoot it again.
That's good.
And hit another one.
Early timeout.
Just like that, we've hit 5 threes to start. I'm sorry, 3 threes to start. So the point I was trying to make a minute ago is we've just came through a stretch of Pleasant Plains, Riverton, who's really good, Auburn we've played recently, who's really good. We had a tough, close game with Athens recently, so we're in a position now where we've been playing a lot of 2A schools. Now we're back down to some schools that are necessarily our size. And again, I'm not making excuses. That is not what I'm saying. It's just a little bit different when you're in the Sangamo. If you know anything about our conference, you understand the level of competition that is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh.
Trying to get the ball into Caden Fogelsong. Like I said, he is their most dominant player. Number 20, Dom Blair for 3. That's long.
Oh. It's a South Fulton rebound.
Throw it ahead to Shaw. Jonah Shaw.
There's Nix, number 5. He's going to pass it to Fawcett. Drives in, draws a foul from Ryder.
Foul on Ryder Claypool. Avery Fawcett will go to the free throw line. Our girls played South Fulton 2 Saturdays ago. It's well known that, or at least over here, it's well known that I am from VIT, which is half of South Fulton. Coached basketball at South Fulton when I was a lot younger guy. Actually coached the kid at the free throw line's dad. So I have some ties to South Fulton. I got teased because I'm wearing my Lakers pullover, which is purple.
Was that on purpose?
No, it was not. I do love my home. I have no problem admitting that. Ooh, that looked like theirs, but we will take it. If you're new to our broadcast too, I am running the camera, doing the play-by-play, running the computer. Morgan is carrying a lot of the other weight in terms of helping out. So if the camera gets messed up, it's all me. So.
Oh, Brody drives, but gets
nice block by Caden Fogelsong.
Nix passes it in. Shaw catches it back to Nix. He takes it in the paint, but Ryder gets the rebound. Brody to David. Mr. Burks calls curl, I think. Oh, nice.
And it wasn't a good initial pass that he really could do that Ryder could do anything with it.
Oh. Fogelsong.
Refs in the crowd come out, but I don't think it was a travel. I didn't think it was. And I think it was Adkins kicked it back to Fogelsong, who hits an elbow jump shot. Brody Folks for 3, rims out. Druin Evans fights for it. Brody fights for it.
Holy.
It's all over the place. Druin dives for it. South Fulton will get it. It's in the hands of Fogelsong. He usually doesn't bring it up, but he'll kick it off over there to Shaw. Shaw Pass either does it get tipped away? Nope, it doesn't. It will be Illini Central basketball
In comes.
with 4:18 to go in the first quarter, up 9-3.
Yep, now we have Caleb Stender and Preston Clark in.
Preston, freshman, comes in, sharp shooter. And Caleb Stender, who set out a lot of the year with a sternum injury, I will call it. Got hit in the chest. Preston Clark comes in and makes me look prophetic as he hits his first 3 of the night. He has had a very good freshman year. He's played a few in some varsity games when he had the opportunity. So
Jump ball.
if you leave him open, he's going to make it. So Illini Central has 4 3-pointers, and that's it. It's all 3s so far for the Cougars. 2 for Brody Folks, 1 for David Bard, 1 for Preston Clark. That wasn't very good defense on the out-of-bounds play, and that will give a 3 to South Fulton. And just like that, they've cut our lead in half with that 3. Brody Folks for another 3. He hits
Got it.
That's 3 for him.
He's got 9 on the night so far.
Fogelsong posting up. It's funny, as I mentioned, having grown up there, I coached against his dad. When his dad was a middle school kid, he reminds me, looks just like him in terms of his dad was left-handed. He's a real strong kid. If you don't do your work early on defense, which means get into position, he's going to get you into a spot that he can score easily. He's really strong. He does a good job of posting up. I know Coach Burks mentioned when we played them the first time in the regular season how important it was in terms of how we guarded him. That example right there. The pass that, I don't remember who was throwing it to him, doesn't really matter, but if you're watching at home or you're watching basketball, it's really hard to throw a pass to the guy on the block from the top of the key. You want to be at an angle where you can dump it down to him. And that pass was just, I thought it was really going to be tough for him to catch, even if it would have been in the right exact spot. So David hits both free throws, and we are up 16-6 here in Mason City with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. I like what South Fulton's running on offense. Fogelsong gets the rebound. He's going to go up and finish.
Now the Cougar ball. David takes the ball down the court, out to Brody, out to Ryder. He drives in the baseline, kicks it. There's Preston for 3, but it's no good. Rebound. That's Gabe Nix. He passes it in to Fawcett, out to Adkins. Fogelsong, long pass to Shaw in the corner. He drives in by the baseline, passes it back out to Adkins, who shoots 3. But it's no good, and Ryder gets the rebound.
Yeah. Not too bad a defense on that possession for Illini Central.
Yeah, how would you say one of your goals was to defend the paint? How do you think we've done at that?
Yeah,
so far?
we've done a good job so far. It's still early, and I say that only because I mentioned Coach Burke saying how good of a Coach Burks will take a timeout here.
30.
It's going to be a 30. What I was going to say is, knowing that Caden Fogelsong is the focal point of their offense, we've done a good job so far. He only has 4 of their 8, but when I say it's early, it's the kind of thing you got to keep working at. You get tired.
Yeah.
The more tired you get, and he's clearly in good shape. He's used to having to battle for position. He is going to not have a whole lot of trouble, I don't think, with fatigue. So it'll work, but gosh, if we're going to keep shooting 3s the way we're shooting them, it's not really going to matter one way or the other.
Right.
If we're trading 2s for 3s.
Right. Come back out of the timeout. It's Cougar ball, so Ryder will take it out.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Something.
Well, the one thing is like, during a timeout, you can't sub in after a certain point. Like the first horn goes off. If you haven't checked in yet, you can't actually come in right then.
Got it.
So I don't know if that's the way they made it sound. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why a sub wouldn't be able to come in, other than they didn't check in before that first horn.
Gotcha. David with the ball drives and kicks back
Step
out.
back, rims out, rebound down to Caden Fogelsong. Gives it off to Nix, right? It's
Yep.
5 Nix, Gabe Nix.
Oh.
Called double dribble on him. Number 32 checks in. That's Riley Fogelsong.
And number 2.
Obviously his brother is Caden's brother, and Jude Thinner is number 2. He checks in.
Write that down.
Sorry, I stole your program
That's
too.
okay.
We're sharing a program. Usually I print them out. Brody Folks rims that one out. Dom Blair chases it down to David Bard for 3, and he hits it.
Funny.
And Illini Central is on fire from 3-point range tonight. Dom's got to stay. A nice move by Nix. Doesn't finish. Fogelsong gets offensive rebound. He misses. Illini Central foul. Got to box Caden Fogelsong out. You've got to box him out. That is Druin's first, team's second.
Ephraim Newton comes in for Druin.
This out of bounds play more than likely is going to be to Fogelsong posting up, and there it is, Ephraim Newton.
I think that was like Fogelsong to Fogelsong, 32-20.
Yeah,
It's kind of fun.
it's tough to put Ephraim in this. Ephraim has played all year. He did not play last year. He's back this year. He's gotten so much better. It's been fun to watch him improve. But it's tough when you haven't played against a post player who's a senior who, like there are not a lot of guys that still do that just post up like that just absolutely going to force it into him every time he gets it. So it'll take Ephraim a chance, but he's a smart kid. He'll adjust. He'll adjust to that. But again, like I said, he's not played against a lot of guys that they're going to throw it into him no matter what.
Right.
So Illini Central come down on offense. David Bard for 3, misses. Rebound, yeah, another one for him.
He's got a few here.
Yeah, he's going to have number 2 is long. Number 2 is Thinner. Throws it ahead, David to Druin, misses. Druin is out of bounds. You have to reestablish position before you can touch the ball, and he didn't, which means he has to get both feet down on the court before he touches it. He was still in the air when he touched the basketball, so.
Out comes Shaw, in comes number 10. I can't read it. Jasper Lideker. There we go. I'm writing it down.
Another foul on Illini Central. He was going to get this one.
That's on Ephraim.
It's 2 on Ephraim.
We got about 27 seconds left in the first. Passes it. Lideker shoots, but Brody gets the rebound.
It's tough coming right in off the bench and taking that first shot.
They're going to run down a little time here.
I'm going to take the last shot.
Brody drives off the glass and gets it for 2.
So Illini Central gets through the first quarter with, let's see, Brody's hit 3 threes. David's hit 2. Preston's hit 1. So we are definitely relying on the 3, which is not unusual for us. Not an unusual thing for Illini Central to rely on 3-pointers. And again, I told you about the camera being super touchy there on that. It's got 49 people watching, Morgan. That's always good.
Hey
nice
guys.
to have.
Oh, it's going up though.
Yeah, now it's up to 50. So you got to always remember, you got to subtract 1 because we're one of them.
Oh, you're right.
We're one of them. So.
Well, I think this will help our views go up. Are you ready? I got the joke.
Here we go. Here comes the joke.
Okay, I want to say I ran this by 2 people and neither of them got it, so I'm really hoping you don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to play dumb tonight, not like the other night. So
Okay.
It's not hard for me to do.
Okay. How does NASA organize a party?
I don't know, Morgan. How does NASA organize a party?
They plan it.
They plan it.
Hey.
Hey, got it. I got
Okay,
it.
did you know that one?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did
yes.
not. I did not know that joke.
Let's go.
There we go. You got me this time. Those of you who are listening tonight for the first time, last time I ruined the joke. I didn't realize. I never know the answer to jokes, and I said the answer.
Yeah,
So,
ruined my night, bro.
Ruined.
Okay, Druin drives,
And it
ball
just
goes
hangs
in.
on the rim and falls in. Okay, so Coach Burks has called out something different defensively, so let's see what we're going to do here.
Oh, they're doubling out there.
So Fawcett comes back in. Number 30, Braden Crothers comes in. I think South Fulton's had just about everybody that's on the roster in the game.
Yeah, I will say it does make it a little tough if you're trying to learn last names.
Right, yeah. We always say that, always ask for grace when it comes to calling somebody by the wrong name or calling somebody by their number, because it takes a minute for us to get them because we don't obviously know them. Inside to Fawcett, he kicks it back out.
Lideker to Adkins. Was that Adkins shooting it?
Number 2.
Number 2. Cougar ball. Brody's at the top of the court. Passes it out to David.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ryder didn't. He thought Brody was open. Brody didn't think Brody was open.
Little misplay there, but little high five. They got it. Next play, right?
Ryder hits the floor into Fawcett. He loses it. Brody Folks heads the other direction. Fake the 3. Druin swings it to David. There's Brody. Pulls back for 2, and that's good.
That's 4.
That was a 2. That was a 2.
That was a 2?
Yep, that was a 2.
Sorry, guys. Just kidding. Number 30 throws it up, just off the glass though, and David
Rebound
gets
down
the
to
rebound.
Bard. Goes the other direction to Brody. Brings it out. David for 3. Nope. He thought he was going to shoot it. Brody will. Druin tries to get the rebound. David pulls for 3 at the top, and he hits it.
That one's 3.
You're right. That one was.
Yep. Timeout. 30 from South Fulton. Cougars are up 28-9 with 5:55 left in the second quarter.
You can call a 30-second timeout, and the rule is you cannot sit down on a 30-second timeout. Trust me, I know this because I just do. During the middle school girls basketball season, we were chastised for sitting down on a timeout once. So we learned our lesson quickly that you do not sit during a 30-second timeout.
Well, that was a great season, though.
We did have a great season, both of them, 7th and 8th grade. A lot of fun. Not just because we had success, but we also, great group of kids, fun team to coach. That's what matters sometimes too, so. So Cougars got Stender, Bard, Folks, Blair, and Clark on the court. Fogelsong, Fawcett, Crothers, number 2 is Thinner, and number 10 is Lideker. Can't see it with my, I thought my old man glasses.
Oh, Caleb gets the rebound. Now Brody's going to take it down the court, down to David.
Kick out to
Out to
Dom.
Dom, open
Dom
three.
for 3.
Got it.
Well, right now, we are shooting the basketball quite well, obviously, if you're watching this. Inside to Fogelsong, we're trying to just collapse on him. He's used to seeing this.
Nice play, getting the ball back inbounds by Brody.
Double dribble.
So obviously we're having a great night shooting threes, but if you're not on in that regard, like how else can you get the team going?
One thing you got to do, like if you weren't shooting the ball well, is you just have to run better offense. play better defense too. Defense can lead to offense. Sometimes you can get.
Oh, we've got some subs back in.
Yeah,
There's Nix. Shoots it from the corner.
and he hits it.
Did that go in?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice shooter's touch from him.
Yeah, it didn't even,
Yeah,
the net didn't even move.
Got to give it a chance. Well, actually, it bounced straight up and fell through.
Oh.
Dom got ran over. But I don't mean it wasn't a foul. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Here's Adkins to Nix. Thought about it again. Same spot, but goes in the paint and shoots it. Is that the paint?
Yes.
The gray?
Yeah. Or no, the rectangle. Preston for 3. No.
The rectangle's the paint.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Here's Nix bringing the ball down the court. Whoa, what the? Some contact there, but he recovers it. Brody got the ball back, passes it to David. He throws it up, draws the foul, and the ball goes in. That one's got to get you a little fired up.
Yeah, it was a strong move. Good pass ahead, good defense by Brody.
Here's some subs. Dom comes out for Ryder. Caleb comes out for Druin. David, I don't know if he's 2 for 2 or 1 for 2. I had 1 for 2 written down, but.
He gets that one.
Nix will take it down the court. I like his shoes. Very pink.
It's funny. What's funny about shoes is when I became the JV coach, everybody had to have the same thing. Like you got team shoes. Coach Giesler, everybody had a pair of whites, and everybody had a pair of blacks, and there were no colors on them other than just blacks or whites. And now they're just all over the place, color-wise.
Well, yeah, that's funny because now I feel like when you see a team that has matching shoes, you're like, all right.
Yeah, it's just it's just funny how things change like that. And even like when I was a kid, a long, long time ago, you didn't even have everybody's shoes were white. They might have your school color, like we might have black and like with black swoosh or whatever,
right,
or yellow or gold for us. They might have purple or green. But like every shoe was solid white with the accent. Now, obviously, you can get pink shoes.
Oh boy.
Nice move there.
Yeah.
Nice move there by number 4. That is
Adkins.
Hunter Adkins.
David will take it down the court. Out to Preston, shoots it. That's good. Money. South Fulton ball. Here's Nix.
Throw it into.
Oh.
Tried to throw it into Fogelsong. Drew and push him in the back. What got called. So that'll be 2 on Druin.
He'll check out. Ephraim comes in. And then Carter Flaherty, a freshman, is also in now. There's Nix, kicks it, but ball goes out of bounds. Does it say? Oh yeah, so Caden Fogelsong is a senior.
Yep. He, I talked to his grandpa Steve before the game. Been very close to them. I coached Caden's uncle Cole. Cole passed away from cancer at 20. He's the reason why my youngest son is named Cole. I named my youngest son after that kid. One of my favorite kids I ever coached. Just love that kid so much. So it's fun to be in the gym with that family and see them because of what they meant to me back when I coached them a long time ago. So
Yeah.
I was actually coaching his uncle Cole when my daughter Hannah was born. There's always these fun ties to my past and stuff like that, coaching at home. So Brody Folks hits another one. That's what, 4 for him?
Yep, David's got 4, Brody's got 4, Preston's got 2. Actually, David might have 5. He goes up in the paint, scores it off the glass. Oh gosh. Here's Nix. He'll bring it down. Bring it up, bring it down, whatever. Out to Crothers. Pass in, but the call is...
Yeah, Ephraim tipped it away.
Is there a North Fulton?
Actually, there is. Again, being a South Fulton person or a VIT, then later South Fulton person, South Fulton was first. North Fulton came second. They renamed that after, decided to call it South Fulton at home when two rivals got together.
Huh.
They actually are, well, that's what Illini Central's made up of rivals too. I mean, Mason City and Easton and San Jose. Well, South Fulton is Astoria and VIT. And they were bitter rivals when I was in high school, but now they play together. And some of my favorite kids are kids I coached from Astoria. Like I said, Cole Folkasong from Astoria. So.
It's always, I bet it's always fun seeing, people that
yeah, I mean, that's one thing about being a coach is you've made a relationship with so many different people, whether it's parents, grandparents, other coaches. That's the best part of it. It's not just winning and championship, those things.
Right.
It's the relationships that you build with the kids and the families that make it great. So.
Oh, shoot.
And
Brody
Brody
gets the
finishes
buzzer.
it with hitting another three.
5.
So we'll go into halftime with Illini Central leading 48-16. We'll come back here in about 5 minutes from when they start the clock. We'll set the stage for the second half, and we'll go from there. Glad you're with us tonight. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. There's 61 of you out there watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Tony Worley, Morgan Peterson. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Welcome back. Getting ready to start second half with Illini Central in the lead, 48-16. Here, it looks like it's going to be South Fulton basketball starts second half. We'll have Morgan set the, are we starting our, yeah, looks like we got our normal starters.
Yep.
We'll see if South Fulton comes out with theirs as well. So.
Yeah, so that's for us, David Bard, Dominic Blair, Brody Folks, Ryder Claypool, and Drew and Evans. I'll be interested to see, how the guys are coming out of halftime.
Yeah, I think the thing right now is we have to, stay focused, do things the right way. Yeah, the score is a little sideways, but you still have to do things the right way. You have to play the right way and execute. Don't want to do that. Don't want to just start fouling and stuff like that. You want to make sure you're focused on what you're doing and not have letdowns mentally. With a big lead like this, you would assume that Coach Burks is going to play some of the guys less than what they normally would play. Into Fogelsong, he finishes. Like I said, he's a good player. I know they've had a long season record-wise, and this game hasn't gone the way they wanted it to go. And it's tough this time of year. You've had a long season, but they've competed. They're trying to do what they can out here. And we'll see what they do for Coach Simpson here as the second half rolls along.
All right, I wrote down all my stuff. I'm good now.
There's a shot by number 4. 4 was Atkins, right?
Here's Dom. Passes it to Ryder, who looks for David under the basket, goes up and finishes. Is that a set play?
Yep. We talked, I think it was you and I, when we did the Pleasant Plains game the other night. And Pleasant Plains was doing a lot of those things to us. You got to see both ball and man. You got to pressure the passer. Like, that pass was too easy. And if you're listening at home, Morgan plays volleyball. Morgan is a really good volleyball player, and so I relate it to some of the things you would do on the volleyball. You can play basketball. It's like talking on the volleyball court is huge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't do you can tell the difference between a good team and a bad team, or not very good team in volleyball based on whether they talk.
Absolutely.
And in that situation too, basketball is no different. You've got to communicate. There was a back screen set for whoever was guarding David, and then nobody communicated to that person or helped them. They ended up getting a layup out of it. It's kind of like what they try to run too, like right there. They're trying to run some of that stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to call that a charge. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, isn't the rule, we were talking about this, where it's like you can't be under the basket?
Right, you can't be, but I don't know if Dom was, I don't know if he was. The thing is, on a shot like that, is the kid from South Fulton was already in the air sometimes, and you step in underneath them.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, doesn't matter what you and I think. We're not calling the game. So.
Right.
See, there's a little bit more pressure on it, but that's because it was David. There's a roll. Brody comes out for a 3. He's going to get into the lane. David slides baseline, gets his shot blocked by Fogelsong. Goes the other direction. That's a couple big blocks by Fogelsong.
Yeah, he's had
Dom
a few.
tries to take another charge. They don't call it one way or the other. Fogelsong gets it. Caden Fogelsong goes up and finishes.
That's 11 for him on the night so far. David to Dom.
Ryder back.
Thinking about it. Thought about the long 3, but they're just going to pass it.
If you got to think that long, it's not a good shot. Dom hits another 3. I'll say this about Dom. Dom hasn't been shooting the ball real well lately, and that's not a shot at him. If he goes back and watches this, what I like is that he has not quit shooting it. It's easy. He actually went back down and played some JV when you're a freshman, depending on how you take that, going back down and playing JV. It's a good thing, He gets some experience. You get to see the ball go in the basket. When you're a freshman playing against seniors and juniors all the time, it's hard. So I hope that gave him a little bit of confidence. I hope seeing the ball go in tonight. Now he's just trying to, yeah. Now he's just trying to
get one.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a good decision.
Is that just a foul on him?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really know what that rule is for high school because it's something that's been put in since I got done being the varsity coach like 6 years ago. Like, I don't know what the punishment is for that. I don't know. They didn't give him a foul, but
oh, okay.
But that must be like a warning, and then I wonder if it's a technical. I literally don't know. So if you're listening at home and you're like, you don't know what you're talking about, you're right. I don't know what the rule is for that. Honestly, I don't know if I've been in the gym when that actually has been called. So.
Nice pass from David to Ryder under the basket. He goes up and finishes for 2. Here's Nix. Druin intercepts the ball there. And then David again to Ryder. Repeat. Oh, darn. The ball did not, in fact, go in on that one, though.
I'm interested. I'll be interested to see how much longer David will be in the game. You just don't want to see somebody turn an ankle like this time.
Yeah.
You know, like my last key for the game, survive in advance. How can you the goal was to get to Wednesday night. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, one game at a time.
Right, one game at a time and try to keep people healthy here. Preston Clark checks in.
Taking the ball out is Adkins. Passes it.
3 on the left. Short. Is that number 2?
Yep.
Focus on with another rebound. I don't know. He's going to – there's no way he's not going to have like a double-double. I wonder what he averages. There's no way – like, I wonder what he averages a game. It's got to be close to double-figure points, double-figure rebounds every game. There's just no way. Oops, that about got thrown away. Brody tracks it down, pulls for 3. Long, rebound down to Preston Clark, back to Brody. Brody to David. David for 3.
Falling away.
Off. Preston Clark with another rebound. Shortest guy on the court. 2 rebounds in a row. Preston's ready for a skip from Ryder.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Avery Fawcett will get called for a foul.
For the Rebels, in comes, that's number 30. What is it? Crothers?
Yeah. David
Sorry,
Bard with no, I think you got it right. Caleb Harp. Caleb Harp's in my class that I teach. Caleb Stender has been scrappy tonight. He must feel better. I thought the last game he played, he appeared like he was still in quite a bit of pain. He's been really scrappy tonight. That's a good thing. Fighting for position and.
Whoa, off the shoe.
Whoops.
Whoa, what the?
Pushed the button too fast.
Gosh.
It's a jump ball. Ryder Claypool comes out. Back comes Dom.
Here's David with the ball. At half court on the Cougar head. He'll go around to the corner. Long pass to Dom. Got a little distracted. There's some people falling in the middle of the court.
Ran Brody through what's called an elevator play, where he comes up through the middle and the screen doors shut on it. Weren't able to get it. Inside to Fawcett. Fawcett bounced past to Fogelsong. He misses. He got fouled twice. They call it the second time.
So far, he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. See if he can continue his streak. The first one's good.
Song misses or makes the first. Sorry.
Yep.
June Evans comes in.
for Caleb.
Caleb comes out. Focus on with nice touch, but can't get that one. Fawcett goes up. It's short. Rebound down to Folks. Claypool bring it into the front court. Up to Druin. Over to Brody. Lob.
Oh, tried it.
Yeah, Fogelsong read that the whole way. Kicks it out to number 4, Atkins. He's short. Rebound down to Claypool. He'll give it to David going into the front court. Skips across to Dom. Dom for a 3. It's long. Dom made the Cardinal. Sorry, folks. I thought I hit the button to move it to the other end, and I didn't. Or I did, and it didn't take it. Dom missed a 3 in the baseline right corner. I was getting ready to say Dom made the Cardinal sin of starting to run to the other end when the ball's in the air instead of staying with his shot. That's a shot by, is that Nix? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebound again to Fogelsong, and he finishes it.
That was Crothers in the corner. But here's Ryder. He'll pass it to Dom. He's running up the court. Bard passes it to Ryder again. Long pass.
Skips it to Dom for another 3. It's long.
Oh. It skips it like a long pass.
Yeah, like
All
from
right.
side to side. Yep.
All right. I'm working on
Learning
my
all you're getting
basketball
you're getting your basketball lingo. You're learning your lingo.
Yeah.
So foul's on Fawcett. Like,
Oh, we're gonna shoot.
I don't know, was it on the shot? Yeah.
Did Ryder shoot?
He was trying to. I was surprised that it wasn't called on the shot, I guess,
okay.
but I'm not complaining in a 63-29 game
Yeah.
about officiating. You see
David Bard will take a seat.
I wonder if he's not done for the night. I'd be interested to see.
Carter's in.
There's Ryder miss. Nice box out by Fawcett there. South Fulton brings ball up, trailing 64-29. So we've got, nice pass.
Under,
Into
wow.
Fogelsong, he misses it.
That's Druin's 3rd or 4th. I don't know. That's his 4th.
And I should have kept my mouth shut because David's going to come right back in.
Another one.
So Fogelsong hits another free throw. And another, so 3 out of the last 4.
I'm pretty sure he's either 5 for 6 or 6 for 6 from the 3.
Yeah, because he missed one of the last ones.
Did he? Okay,
yeah.
then 5 for 6.
Yeah, because I remember Fawcett got the rebound on it.
Okay.
Yeah, he made the first, missed the second, the last time to the line. Bounce pass to Fawcett. He looks opposite, drops it over there to Atkins, who drives the baseline, kicks it back out to number 2. That's thinner, right?
Yeah.
Wham, good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you're good.
It's pretty good. David gets fouled.
So he'll go
to the free throw line with 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. David's got 28 on the night. Brody's got 19. Caden Fogelsong for the Rebels has 20, matching his number.
20 for 20.
Yeah.
I would say he's got a little more offensively active here in the.
Yeah.
I think he ended the first half with 9.
The funny thing about him is he's the kind of player, gosh, he would fit in so nice with our team in terms of the physicality and rebounding and like being a post presence. Some of you could throw it inside too, because that's one thing we have. We don't really have, we play 5 out, meaning we don't really throw it inside to, we throw it inside on cuts and set plays, but we don't really have an actual, like someone that we post up and throw the ball to.
Like a big guy to throw it to?
Yeah, right. Crothers hits that 3. 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
David out by
Taking
the
his
Cougar.
time. I don't know if he's just going to take it himself, try to throw it off the glass. Doesn't get it.
Oh. End of the 3rd quarter. It's 65-34 in favor of the Cougars.
So let's set the stage for, so Wednesday night, I guess I could look and see. We will be playing.
Isn't it Hardham or Midwest?
It's Hardham or Midwest. I wonder, that game was at Midwest, I think. Yeah, it should have been, I think. Or do I not know what I'm talking about?
Well, and I overheard or eavesdropped, whatever you want to say, but some of the boys were talking about how they just when they played Midwest last, and I think they won, but they just kind of gave their thoughts on. It
Right.
seems like, and you can comment on this too, but is Midwest kind of similar to us? Like some nights they're on, some nights they're off.
Yeah, I've only seen them play once. That was the night when we played them here. I don't really know. Like, I've not seen them play more than just that one time.
I gotcha.
They are in a tight game with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Midwest is up 43-37 over Hartsburg. So that would be who would come to Mason City. The winner of that game comes to Mason City for the second game on Wednesday night.
Crothers, he passed it out, but
Foul on Bard. That's one Shaw. They've got 2 Thinner. They've got 10 Lydecker. They've got 4 Atkins and 30 Crothers. Focus Song's on the bench to start the fourth quarter. Drew and Evans gets on the floor for it, gives it up to David.
Ryder passes it to Dom. Brody comes out from the middle to receive the pass. There's Druin at the top to Dom. Looking underneath the basket, but decides not to pass it there. Here's David, but it rims out.
Rebound down to number 1, Shaw.
Got the rebound. Here's Crothers.
Morgan, not to get you all nervous, but you probably need to get your 3 questions ready for Coach Burks. As you'll get ready, Morgan will bring you the post-game interview with Coach Burks. There's a 3 by Thinner from the left side. Need to attack the basket if they're going to trap like that. If Illini Central, Brody Folks stops, kicks it back out to Claypool, goes up, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Got to start Googling. Post-game interview questions.
Oh, listen to you.
I'm just using my resources.
Yeah, you are using your resources. One thing we want to, I obviously would want to know, what was a pregame talk? We came out pretty fired up. Like what,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What was his, I was trying to think of a big fancy word. What was his line of what was his motivation tonight? What was the talk? Like I said, we've come off of a handful of losses in a row. And you've been talking for weeks about this is what we're playing for, the next 3, hopefully 3 games counting tonight. What was that? What's something we have to do better on Wednesday night, regardless of who we have?
Thanks for the inspiration.
Now you can come up with a third one on your own. It's like the teacher helping you with the first couple problems.
Have you ever had a kid that's like asking you questions and like they're just trying to like whittle it out of you?
Well, you got to remember, I taught history, so it's a little different. Yeah,
really?
I taught history, yeah. Like usually that's a math thing where you try to convince your math teacher to do all the problems for you.
Yeah.
Clearly anyone that knows me knows I would have been doing that because I couldn't do my own math. I'm terrible at math. That's why I married a very smart math person so they can do all my math for me.
Opposite the tracks, huh?
I did get a text from my dear friend Jim Entwistle to say that what it is, the flop thing, is it ends up being it is a warning and then a technical, but the technical is given to the bench. So to like Coach Burks or not the actual player. So
is it because if you give it to the player, it counts as a foul for them?
I would imagine that would be my guess. Yes.
I feel like it's really quiet and we're yelling.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Okay.
So South Fulton has number 32. That is Riley Fogelsong into the game. They brought Fawcett back. Atkins is still on the court. Illini Central is clearing the bench. They're bringing in all subs here. Like I said, I thought that, I wondered how long we got. Clark, Flaherty, Durbin, McLaughlin, and McGinnis. Like I said, they've got Fawcett, who's 21. 21 is Xander Thinner. Fogelsong goes to their basket and finishes. That is Riley Fogelsong.
Yep. About 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the fourth.
That game on Wednesday night will be at 7. Right now, Midwest leads 47-39 over Hartsburg. It's a turnover from McGinnis. Fawcett throws it way out ahead to Atkins, and he hustled for it, but Hunter Atkins was not able to track it down. Ephraim Newton will come in. He will replace Preston Clark.
Is there a game like beforehand on Wednesday?
Yeah, the first game will be between Menden Unity, I think. Well, Menden Unity's the higher seed. I'm not sure if they got a bye or if they had to beat somebody tonight. I don't remember. I'll look real quick.
Gotcha.
I've had a really busy day today, Morgan, at school. I am unprepared for this broadcast when it comes to stuff to chit-chat about. I have to admit my lack of preparation tonight.
I think you've done a good job.
Well, I'm full of it, but...
Well, I will say this morning in my first hour class, we had an issue with like our Promethean board or whatever, and my teacher drafted up an email. I was like, oh, it's early for Mr. Worley.
I know, and I was in a meeting that I would have loved to have gotten out of it, but
oh, darn it, we should have sent
well,
it.
I saw the email, but it was too late. By the time I saw it, like the meeting was almost over. But
yeah,
that one is going to be off South Fulton's leg. Yes, Menden Unity is the number 2 seed in our subsectional, and they did not have to play a first-round game, so they go straight to the semifinal. They will play the winner of Havana and Lewistown, which
Lewistown? It's not Lewiston?
Lewistown. Well, if Mr. Bunner's listening. Ephraim Newton trying to go up.
Got his own rebound.
Got his own rebound. Preston Clark kicks it out to Landon McGinnis. Landon drives baseline, throws it to number 21. That's Thinner. Brady McLaughlin. Here's the time in the game when fouls just kind of don't get called. The clock's running. It's a 30. It was a 30-point. Once it gets to 30, the clock runs. So,
gotcha.
Ball up top to number 5. That's
Nix.
Nix. Down, rebound down to Will Durbin. Will gives it up to Preston Clark. So yeah, Menden Unity will play. They will play Havana or Lewistown.
Is that what Mr. Bunner bugs you
Yeah,
about?
well, not me. When other people say it, because he's right. It is spelled Lewistown. It's not spelled Lewiston.
Yeah, that's true.
My wife is from Lewistown, so I don't know. We always say whether she would say that or how she says it, but.
We'll have to get well, actually no, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say we'll have to get a Lewistownian here, but then you just said that you're.
I'm married to a Lewistownian. Maybe I can ask her when we get home. We'll see if they get. Like I said, I don't really have time now to switch over and see what the score of that game is. But so anyway, clock ticking down, 10 seconds. Illini Central leads 69-39. Brody Folks, what do you end up with? 5 threes, 4 threes? What do you have him down for?
I have 5.
You have 5.
I might have lost
David had a
6.
number of them too. David had 6
At
threes.
least 6.
Yeah, David was on fire as well. So Illini Central pulls out the victory this evening, 69-39. Morgan will prep herself for Coach Burks' post-game interview. I will hand him my headset when he gets up here. We'll try to get his attention and see.
Yep. Congrats to South Fulton on a great season.
Well, one thing that's hard, and the year we won the state championship, you get to the end of the season and you shake hands with guys and people got tears in their eyes, because the season's over. And then you forget sometimes guys are not, it's the last time they get to put the uniform on for their school. And, like you being a sophomore, that's prolonged. You got 2 years away.
Try not to think about
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to think about it. But I know the year we won the state championship, you're going through the line and you're shaking hands with kids, and you got kids, everybody's got little tears in their eyes, but you're not ever going to get to play again or put a uniform on again. And it stinks. And I remember when I played my last football game, cried my eyes out, giving my dad a hug after the game because you knew you're never going to get to do that again. And so that's why this time of year you got to, give it everything you have so that way you can live with whatever the result is. So I'm going to cut away for a minute. We'll be back. Morgan will be back, and she will interview Coach Burks as we advance to play Wednesday night against the winner of Hartsburg, Emden, and Midwest Central. Yeah, brain froze up there for 1 second. So cut away. We'll be right back.
Can you hear me?
All right. So, Mr. Burks. This is Mr. Burks, everybody. The
Yes.
man, the myth, the legend. So I've got a few questions for you. So coming off a win like tonight, what elements and things that you saw, what are you happy with?
I'm happy with the effort right away. I thought we played really hard to start. We were energized. I think that's kind of been what we've been preaching the last few weeks. We've obviously, we've struggled, to win games, but we've just kind of been preaching, just stay engaged and stay focused. And, when regionals gets here, it'll be a different story. And I think that's what you saw tonight, just guys that could feel being more free and be able to do some stuff. And obviously, that was the best half of shooting I think I've seen in a long time. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So speaking of effort, what did you tell the guys before the game to inspire that kind of drive?
We've been working on South Fulton stuff for a while, the last couple days, and their post player is a really good player. So we knew that that's kind of their advantage, and our advantage was putting pressure on their guards. So that was kind of the focus. And Ryder, Dom, the guys that don't always get a lot of recognition with scoring, they were just played their butt off and set the table. And then obviously you got two guys that can just throw shots in like crazy. So it was fun.
So those are definitely two awesome positive things.
Yeah.
And my last question is, what are some things you're going to, I assume you have practice tomorrow,
Yeah.
going into Wednesday, you're going to work on?
Well, we got to figure out who we're playing here. Yeah, so it's a close game.
shoot.
Figure out who we're playing, and then we'll just game plan, and myself and Coach T will watch a lot of film. We really just need to make shots and play hard, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I know we'll be in good shape. I know the guys will be energized to play at home. Well, every game's just a little different, but it's going to take that kind of effort and intensity, and we should be all right. So at least that's what I'll hope. I know Midwest Central or Hardham, both conference opponents, obviously, and they're going to be wanting to get us back. So we'll have to be ready for that. But we'll be all right. So
Cool. Thank you, Mr.
yeah,
Royce.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Sorry, guys. It's funny. I can see myself on the screen. All right. Are we ready to close it out?
Yep, close it out.
All right, here we go. So thank you guys for watching this first round of regionals. I think the score final was, there it is, 69-39. My name is Morgan Peterson. I am here with Mr. Worley. And as always, life is good. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll hopefully see you guys here on Wednesday.